I can't even be asked to play the intro music. I am ticked off. Welcome everyone. Welcome. We are dropping points for fun, and this is a terrible habit. A terrible habit. Let me go through the comments before we get into this and break this down. We got Realist. He says he's first. To be fair, yeah, there's a little competition getting on there. Big up Brush and Tariq. Definitely the popcorn's going to be out tonight, I'll tell you that. Enjoy it, guys. We're playing great football, keeping possession, but it doesn't mean anything if we can't take our chances. And this is the brunt of it. The absolute brunt of it. Tweet says, agree with you, Jay. Benteke showed his pros and cons. You know what? You know what hurts? There's a really, really smug Newcastle fan in the background. Man. I said that 2 points because of a wonder goal. I don't care how great the goal was. We're just dropping too many points. Been taking a lot of chances. Let's get into this. Thanks for everyone that's in. Drop a like on the stream as you come in, guys. Right, I'm going to invite all three of my guests in. Nate, Jordan, and represent Newcastle United. I was on this stream last night. Baz.
All right, boys.
Nate, kick us off.
Boy, where do you want me to start? Because I've got a list like Hamza. Big man thing, I've got a list today. I tell you what.
I'm so tempted.
Give Newcastle their credit. Yeah, no, give Newcastle their credit. Because as much as we could sit here and say how we played so well with the rest of it, 75% possession looks great, but what did we do with it? Not much. So can't really be too pissed at the lack of goal scoring threat, because you're thinking, instead of pissing about with the ball, put it in the net. So what I will say though is, fuck Newcastle United and their dead food football. Fuck Steve Bruce, because he should have kept his job for another week. But more importantly, that bomber Clark referee today should never be a referee in the Premier League ever again. Because here's what I understand, right? Our disallowed goal, no issue with that. It was the correct decision.
Yeah.
Joel Ward is fouled in the build up to their goal. Nothing doing.
Nothing.
Sorry, but wasn't this meant to clear and obvious errors? Now, don't get me wrong. We can't have everything go for or against us. So it's not really a case of, oh, poor us, poor Palace, the rest of it. We didn't do enough in the 90 minutes to win the game, even with a disallowed goal or whatever. And the chances that we did take, hit the crossbar, hit the post, it's not the net. So as much as people want to say, oh, Benteke could have had 6 today. Benteke having 6. I would have had kittens if he'd had 6 goals today. But tell a lie. As much as I'm so happy to see us play so well, I can't keep defending, oh, but we're playing so well. The games will come. The wins will come, rather. With all due respect to Newcastle, this should have been the game that we just slapped someone. I'm not saying 5-6, 7-0. I'm saying 3-4-0. And I know Newcastle have the players that can hurt us. Callum Wilson, obviously today. And I said he was a baller in the preview. So it's not like I'm shocked that he scored. But it's just like, bar Callum Wilson and Alan Saint-Maximin, they're parking Croydon bus garage in front of their goal. They're not even parking Newcastle's bus garage. They're parking one of our bus garages. And here's the frustrating thing for us, right? 6 months ago, we would have been gassed at a point against Newcastle because we lost this game at home last season.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah? So as much as I've gone in on Newcastle and said, bus parkers, this, that, and the other, that was us 6 months ago. So to now be on the other end of that and be so frustrated, that's a sign that we've progressed. And granted, a lot of people are pointing out, but Newcastle, the rest of it, they did exactly what they came to do. If they can't beat us, don't lose to us. And they did that to great effect, so give them their credit. But Patrick Vieira, why did he take off Michael Elise? I don't understand that. If there was a man coming off from our front line, it was Edouard. That would have made more sense to me. Because Elise was terrorising them. They couldn't live with him.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, realist. Your game is coming tomorrow. Live it up while you can, big man.
This is the one game that can actually make me feel better this weekend.
God forgive me, but I'm going to be a Liverpool fan for 90 minutes. I never thought this day would come.
Before we come to you, Baz, Jordan, thoughts?
So I've unfortunately got a little list as well, Nate. So my first two bullet points are frustration FC and drop points FC.
Absolutely.
I don't even know where to start. I think that Elise, seeing him on the starting lineup, I was gassed. I was gassed when I saw him on that team sheet, man. But I do have to say the first 10, 15 minutes he was hiding a bit. He wasn't really in the game. But the more the game went on, the more he was getting in their faces, the more he was showing his presence. I didn't think that he was actually that strong, but a couple of times today he showed his strength. He showed his maturity with the ball as well. Like he wasn't taking on people in a stupid way, if you know what I mean. He was being smart about it. As Nate said, we're playing well, but if you have the ball and you don't put it in the net, then what's the point of having the ball? There's not really much point, is there?
This is it. I'm going to bring in Baz, because he's really chuffed, and then we're actually going to really dissect this game properly, because the centre-backs need talking to. Benteke
talking to, they need shooting.
The ref, we need to have a ref.
The ref needs to put on fraud watch.
At Patrick with some of the substitutions at the minute.
The ref needs to be put on crime watch.
Right, apart from the fact that you did predict, obviously, in your stream yesterday that you would get a draw. As the game panned out, did you ever envision that happening?
I've got my list as well. Cheerios, ham, bourbon biscuits, pasta pot, cheese. Right. Jokes out the way. We were very lucky. The only reason why I'm chuffed for a point is because we've stole 4 points off you in 2 games now. We didn't deserve to beat you last season, and we didn't deserve to get a point today. You did say about having it was 79% of the ball you had today. We had 21% of it. But with that 79%, you only managed 3 shots on target. Yeah. That is not good enough to win Premier League matches, unfortunately. Benteke should have had a hat-trick today. He should never have missed that header in the first half, hitting the post. Yep. He should never have missed that one when he slotted it wide. The header hit the bar. He didn't get over the top of it, so it was always going to be high. And I think Darlow had that covered anyway. He left it. If you watch the way he dived and pulled his hand out the way, you actually thought it was going over the bar. So he let that one go, and it obviously hit the crossbar, and we got a little bit lucky because of that. But Benteke should definitely have had a hat-trick today. I was very impressed with McCarthy in midfield. You ran the show at times. Very, very good. That pass in the first half, the one where I think it was Elise, wasn't it, who ran around Clark, and it just didn't have as much power on it. That would have been a ball that Kevin De Bruyne would have been proud of, because it was a lovely pass and lovely vision to see it as well. Elise again was fantastic down the right. I just think we were very, very lucky in the end, and Callum Wilson's popped up with an unbelievable finish. Definitely VAR did the right thing ruling out the goal. If your guy hadn't had his hands all over our player, that would have been a goal, because no one was marking Benteke. That was terrible marking from us at the back post. And that was a great header as well. So, yeah, very fortunate. I can't say I'm ecstatic, or I'm just happy because we haven't got beat. I'm happy we don't have Steve Bruce anymore. I'm happy we have new owners. I think your crowd needs a little bit of a talking to about the banner that you had up. I think that was a bit disgraceful, if I'm completely honest with you. Because if you watch the Brighton v Man City game, along the board and along the bottom of the game, they had advertisement for Saudi Arabia. But it's okay for them, but it's not okay for Newcastle United to have Saudi owners. That all needs to stop. We won the lottery, and a lot of other fan bases are very upset with that. I don't see why. It's unfair. We've had to put up with Mike Ashley for 14 years. 14 years of watching absolute shite. And now we've got these new owners who want to pump money into the city. The Northeast is struggling. You know, the money that's needed to repair the bridge, to repair the economy, to repair the area. We are very grateful these guys have come in and bought us, because none of this would happen without the Saudi Arabians coming in. And they've got 60 billion in the UK. So if you want to protest against Newcastle, you've got to protest against Twitter. Stop using it. Stop using Facebook. Stop using Instagram. Stop going to Starbucks. Because Saudi Arabia, guess what? They've got a lot of money pumped into it. Rant over.
Looking into obviously how you guys performed. I know obviously we discussed yesterday about the potential of you having a bounce. That bounce didn't come.
No.
Do you think let me get the name correct. Is it Graham
Jones?
Graham Jones, yeah. Do you think him having it before Fonseca comes in, do you think that's going to work, or do you think you might need a manager in sooner?
Well, the new manager is going to be in after the Chelsea game, from what I've heard. Graham Jones is going to have 2 games. He's an interim manager. He's a coach who's stepping up. He's only managed Luton and the Championship. But if you listen to Steve Bruce's interviews and then listen to Graham Jones talk, they're from 2 different worlds. You know, Steve Bruce says he was a fan. He never once mentioned about going to games and how he grew up in St James's Park Terraces. You listen to Graham Jones, he said that his dad took him to games when he was 4 to see Supermac. He saw Kevin Keegan play. You know what I mean? They're just 2 different worlds. And Graham Jones has had 3 days as a manager. Yes, he's coached us for a good 8 months now. But 3 days as a manager to try and turn things around, how bad our team has been set up and how bad we've been playing, he was never going to get it right today. And if Steve Bruce was still in charge, you guys would have won that game 3-4-0 easily. There's no way we would have bounced back after that first goal went in. And we hung on. Team selection was a little bit strange, I'm not going to lie, leaving Willock out, leaving Joe Linton out, especially when you're playing long balls. That's all we did all day, was hunt the ball up front, because we just couldn't hold on to it. The other thing I'll go back to you guys is, as much as you had the ball, I got a little bit bored sometimes watching you pass it around the back 4 so much. I understand you were trying to move us around a lot, but there was too much of that, and there wasn't enough emphasis on getting the ball and running with it and going forward. You needed Saha in that team from the start, in my eyes, and you also need Elise. You need them both playing at the same time, because we had 5 at the back. You needed more attackers going forward, and people who were brave enough to take on players. And that's where you faltered, because if you got around the back of us and got more crosses in, you would have easily won that game today.
I do agree on the aspect of getting crosses in. I think we needed to throw more crosses in today. I don't mind us playing boring football.
It's not boring. It's ineffective when it's going around the back 4.
No, it's just boring to watch us pass the ball left to right, left to right.
Yeah. It's like watching England play.
But Baz, to bring up that point about the banner, our fan bases can protest about Chelsea, Manchester City. It's not an attack on Newcastle specifically. I understand from your point of view, it looks like we're attacking Newcastle. What we're protesting against, right? And the thing is, we'd do it if it was us. It's not a case of, Newcastle have money, so we're going for them. No. If Saudi Arabia had bought Palace, we'd be saying, wait a minute. It's all well and good that we've got umpteen billion in the bank, but we know who's behind that money. I'm not saying Newcastle fans should not be over the moon to get rid of that cancerous Mike Ashley. I'm gassed for you lot to get rid of him. Do you know what I'm saying? What I would say is, though, I understand why Newcastle fans are getting on the defensive, because it looks like everybody's taking shots at you because, look, you've landed on your feet. Money in the bank. You never have to worry about who do we sign next week? What money have we got to spend? And you're like, do you know what? Who can't we sign next summer? Who can't we sign in January? So I understand that. But that banner was not aimed at Newcastle specifically. It's more so the Premier League. Because English football since Abramovich has come in, it's been on a slippery slope down this way. So it's not just because it's Newcastle. If it was us, if it was Brighton, Norwich, Brentford, you name the football club.
Yeah.
However, what I will say is, Metropolitan Police, hang your heads in shame.
That's embarrassing.
Because I saw that tweet earlier and I couldn't believe it. If you're making a report about a banner that is apparently racist, I went, wait, whoa. We're not a fan base that prides ourselves on racist behavior. If anything, we've come so far from, 2013, when we were still singing homophobic songs about Brighton. Now they never sang at Sellers Park, ever.
Yeah.
So I understand it looks like, Palace is trying to send for Newcastle and Palace fans are just attacking Newcastle. We like Newcastle. We've always enjoyed watching Newcastle and we've always had a good relationship. But I'm just saying, what you've managed to pull off, can't hate you for it, because you've had Mike Ashley as an owner. The only thing we can equate that to is when we had Ron Nodes back in Steve Coppell era, because he was just awful, right?
Yeah.
But you're gonna get this from every fan base now,
I know. I know.
And look, some fan bases don't see it personally and go, Newcastle have got all this money, they're a disgrace. Most of them are like, we do wish it was us, but Newcastle are an inoffensive club. Their fan base don't talk about, we should be winning this or should be winning that. Although there was one tweet by a Newcastle account that really got a lot of people up noses saying, our right to succeed.
All right,
Desire.
See that. Yeah, desire.
No, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, it's the way it's worded. Right to succeed. I can understand our desire, our passion, our ambition. Cool, that's totally fair. Right to succeed. Not even the most deluded of Manchester United fans come out with that crap. And Manchester United fans are full of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. I'd say another thing as well that really disappointed me how the takeover ended up happening is that we're not going to get to see the CAC case opened up in court, because I feel for all the rest of the clubs in the Premier League, because there is a cartel within the Premiership and within the FA, within Liverpool, within Man United, within Chelsea, within Man City. How this Premier League has been run with Spurs, Arsenal as well, there's something dodgy going on, and all that would have came to light if we had had our day in court. But because our evidence was so strong, they've settled out with court and they've let the takeover go through, because they know we would have nailed them, and then all the rest of the clubs in the Premier League would have seen that evidence as well and thought, well, hold on a minute, that's not right. But now it's all closed off again. You don't get to see it, and all you're thinking is going, well, how's that takeover gone through? Why is Newcastle?
So look at the Super League debacle.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if the Premier League had held their mettle, they'd have said, listen, you want to go to the Super League? Go. Just go.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine over here. And I understand people are going to say, but if you get rid of all the big boys, the league gets diminished. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind seeing Burnley win the Premier League on merit than see Liverpool, Man United, Man City, all of these piss off to the European Super League on midweek and come back and play their reserve team against Newcastle and Palace. Yeah, we don't pay our money for that.
Massive disrespect that would have been.
So, look, Baz, don't worry. Anybody sending for Newcastle, it's either jealousy or they don't quite know the facts. As you've said, the Premier League shit the bed and figured, oh crap, if we don't give Newcastle what they want, they're going to expose us for what we truly are. Yeah. So I agree with you on there, Baz. You're dead right.
Yeah. I'm going to just hit a few comments. Then, Baz, I'm going to ask you about the Fonseca thing. And then we need to rant.
I'll let you rant because the missus wears the trousers and she wants to watch something on TV. So I'll let you rant on your own.
Tell her to tune in. Tell her to tune in.
She doesn't even watch me, mate.
You need to get working on that, Baz.
Nah, Dave, I tell you. She's a York City fan, so I'll let her off.
Oh, blimey.
Fair enough. Big up LFC, Red Forever. Whether it's Fuzzy or Laser, listen, I'm going to need you to jump on tomorrow and call in. Get amped. Because that Liverpool United game is going to be mad. So, if you're available 9 p.m. tomorrow, definitely make sure you jump on. It would be great to have you. CJ says, Ron Nodes, we've got a song about him.
It's true though. Ron Nodes was our version of Mike Ashley. People might look at, he got us our most successful era right and bright. look through the history records. Like Mark Goldberg's takeover says it all.
This is it. Rob Carey says, "Hey lads, gonna watch later. Should have won by 3 goals today. Strong performance from the boys. Still can't kill off a game in time. Hope the ref gets stuck on a tube with crap Wi-Fi."
Stuck on the tube, big man. He shouldn't be able to get out of Cellar Station alive, bro.
This is it. Regan Harrison, Newcastle fan. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Pause. This is, and that's one of our rants. I don't know what's going on with set pieces, but it's not only the first phase, but the second and the third. It's a massive problem. We're allowing too many crosses coming into our box, and then we're not defending them well. You know, we got vibes in the chat. That's actually a sensible comment, but we do have the right to succeed. Fair dues. I'm sure there's some banter coming up somewhere. There's going to be some banter somewhere. Super League was dead. There it is. There it is.
Fair play vibes. I'll give you that one.
I'll put Arsenal in that bracket instead of Spurs. They're that bad. Even Spurs are better than Arsenal these days.
I don't know about that now.
To be fair, man, it's just that comment you've won over a lot of our community. The Arsenal slander on this channel is huge.
Arsenal, especially after Monday night where Bukayo Saka was apparently killed. Apparently he was killed. If you had believed their fan base, I was like,
You
oh wow.
corrected on the other day. You know, I saw him.
You understand, Bukayo Jesus Christ Saka.
Big up.
Big up, Bargav. We drew. That's all I'm going to say.
Same normal service resumed, bruv. It was a circle line all over again. The next station is Edgware Road.
This is it. Oh gosh, Hamza's here. Oh gosh. Hamza, I'll talk to you later, mate. Stay there. I will chat to you. I'm not gonna hide from you. If you want to come around, we're here. We don't hide. Baz, let's talk Fonseca. It looks like it's highly likely he's taking over. What's your thoughts on that?
I think he'd be a great appointment. I really do. There was rumours of Frave. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The ex-Dortmund manager.
Tariq's an Arsenal fan, to clarify.
Sorry, Tariq. I think he follows me. Sorry, mate. I do apologise. You had a good win last night. You can have that one. But yeah, so there's been loads of names being thrown into the hat. Obviously, the betting now suggests that Fonseca is going to be our next manager. I'm very pleased with that. I really am. Even though I had money on Eddie Howe taking over because I thought he'd get the job till the end of the season. I would have liked to have seen Graham Potter personally. I think he's got a big future in the game. Give him a 3-year deal and see what he can do. He's been in a relegation fight with Brighton and look what they're doing now. I know they got beat 4-1 tonight off City, but they play great football. And I think he could.
Baz, try not to swear on this channel, please. Saying the B word's a swear word on this channel.
You don't like Brighton, and
Oh, he's sworn again.
Yeah, less of the swearing, mate. You understand?
We had a good discussion about that last night, and you hate Leeds as well, don't you? So, or was that just
Stephen?
That's just Stephen. That was brilliant. But Potter for me would be a great manager, but Fonseca, he's an international manager. You know, he's the one who can probably attract the better players. Has he been in a relegation battle before? I don't know, because I've not followed him enough.
Isn't just taking the piss.
Isn't he getting ready for the Man United job, though, when Ollie gets sacked? You know, since he's such a big Man United fan.
Oh, if they get Steve Bruce, it's done out here. That would be so jokes.
Oh, I would love it. But back to Fonseca, I think he would turn things around. I think he'd attract decent players in January, where there is about 5% of our fan base on the door. With £8 million, he's not on the bloody door. He's won the fucking lottery, hasn't he? I love it. But I've lost my train of thought now. Yes, Fonseca. January. You know, you'll have 10% of the Newcastle fan base thinking Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, all this sort of stuff. Personally, myself, Jimenez from Wolves, I would love to attract him. Someone like Ndidi from Leicester, that would be a tough one to get, but he's like a player like him is a must-need for us at the moment. Tarkowski at Burnley, Cody at Wolves as well. They're the 4 signings I'd like to see us make, and that would keep us up, because that's our aim now this season. It's not top 10, it's 17th and above.
No, that'll get you mid-table, Baz. That'll be a dramatic. But the thing is, yeah, with Fonseca, we were linked with him very early on when Roy Hodgson was being talked about leaving, and a lot of people get, oh my God, this guy's amazing. I was thinking, I don't quite know if he's the answer, but I'd love for him to prove a lot of people wrong, because every time people look at, vibes, Mbappe and Joe Linton, Jesus Christ.
Big man, small man. Big man, small man.
Not even that. There's Waitrose and then there's Audi. You understand? There's a big difference between the two. But to bring it back to the point, with Fonseca, yeah, a lot of people are writing him off. Oh, he's never, he didn't do that well at Roma. Roma's a lot different to Newcastle. Roma demand constant European football. All your fan base wants at the moment is just competitive football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, people will look at it and say, oh, classic deluded Geordies, they want Champions League football. I don't know any Newcastle fans saying Champions League football. I think you'd have taken Conference League football if that's what you could get. But if Fonseca is the man to be given the job, I think it could go one of two ways. Obviously, that's always the way it could go, but anybody's an upgrade on Steve Bruce, for Christ's sake. We had Steve Bruce way back in the day. And honestly, between him and Tony Pulis, I know we never go back to them kind of managers again. Because as much as they keep you in the league and they've never been relegated, you're just looking at it thinking, I'd rather get relegated. It'd be less painful.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Do you know that Steve Bruce's win rate in Newcastle was 26%? 26% over the 2 and a bit years. And everyone's wondering why we wanted rid of him. I just don't. I mean, he started off his career 46%, and then it just drops all the way down all the teams that he went to. When he came to us, a Premier League club, 6th best defence in the league, finished mid-table twice under Rafa with no investment.
Ex-Sunderland boss, which definitely didn't help him.
It doesn't. You're swearing now. But yeah, so you're talking 140 million he had spent over the 2 seasons. He digressed our defence to one of the worst defences in the Premier League, and we still weren't scoring goals. And he wonders why. People wonder why. Looking on all the media, Steve Bruce is such a good guy. It's like, yeah, he might be a good guy, but he's not a winner. He's not a manager who wins things. He's not a manager that's going to win football matches for us. And he would have relegated us this year, without a doubt. So, yeah, you're right. As fans, all we want is safety. We just want stability, and we want a bit of hope and a bit of attacking football again, like we used to have. Misunderstood genius, Bruce. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Vibes, you're killing us.
You're actually making me feel a lot better vibes, so I won't even lie.
See, we're all laughing about the game today now, aren't we?
If we don't laugh, we'll cry, Baz. That's the way it is with us.
Yeah.
Or we'll throw slippers around.
Yeah, I remember those days when we were slippers around.
Oh, boy, you just had to mention it, bro. You're making the list for that now, You're on that list now,
Honestly, I don't care. I need to cheer myself up right now, boy. Listen, Baz, shout out your channel, and thanks once again for even jumping on.
No, you're welcome. World of Sport TV. It used to be a Newcastle channel, but it's now lots of other things as well. Cricket, golf, Newcastle, of course, Southampton, West Ham, great show, Villa fan as well. Just basically trying to make a channel that all different fans want to come together and listen to. I know, Richard, you're going to try and get involved on a Tuesday night because we do a Premier League roundup and we talk about all the games from the weekend, and we want different fans with different voices. So basically a show by the fans for the fans rather than listening to all those idiots on Sky and BT. And we've had some great guests on. I've had Jeffrey Boycott on for the golf show. We've had Les Ferdinand on 2 days ago. That was just an absolute dream come true, interviewing Sir Les.
Big man Les.
And we've got lined up in the future on the golf show. We've even got Ronan Keaton coming on. Yeah. Huge
Not
name.
bad, that.
And I'm trying to get Steve Watson and Gavin Peacock on as well.
Just don't have him singing because your ears will start to bleed.
I was about to say that.
As long as you bring some of his fans with him, I'll be happy. But yeah, if you want to subscribe. We're going to give away a 2005 fully signed framed Newcastle shirt in the next 2 weeks. So anyone who subscribes, if they let me know they do, add them to the list, and you could win an amazing prize. And there'll be more prizes in the future.
Absolutely. I'm going to add it to the description of this video as well. Cheers, get over there, subscribe. And yeah, anyway, get off. Just go. I'm peed.
He wants to start sending shots.
I really do.
Yeah.
And not the ones at the bar either.
Have a good one, Baz. Take care.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed the half an hour, guys. Have a good night.
No problems.
Nice one, Baz. Big
You
yourself
too,
up.
Big up.
See you, man.
Right, you know, we do need to run, but I need to cuss off this guy real quick before he goes for his exams and stuff. Listen, say what you need to say and then come off the stream because listen, I'm not in a good mood. So if you want to send shots, send shots. I'm ready. What up, Hamza? Are you good?
Why are you not in the mood?
Listen, this guy's playing games already. Listen, anyway.
That was swift.
He's playing. No, I'm not in the
Man
mood.
got clipped, bruv.
I am not in the mood today.
Donny literally had 5 seconds of fame and gone, bro.
Did you hear
Shame on shame. Big man ting.
You hear the cheek?
You already know.
Did you hear the cheek? Why?
Don't mind him. What? Don't mind him. Come Sunday, man will be crying, bruv. Just let him live it, bruv.
What are you saying?
All right. No. Actually, on a serious note, today I thought Crystal Palace were a bit unlucky. To be fair, like Benteke missed a couple of sitters. I don't understand why till now he doesn't start Edward. To be honest, I don't think he started Edward, didn't he?
Edward started.
Edward started, yeah.
But I don't think he wasn't playing striker. He wasn't playing.
No, he was playing on the left because Zaha came back from illness there during the week. So
Yeah, I didn't. That's why I didn't realize. I didn't agree with that. Like Edward should be starting striker. Like Benteke. Like I know he scored, but like after how many chances? And I thought today Vieira's substitutions were good. Like the midfield, they lost the midfield battle, but I thought Schlopp came in and made a bit of a difference. To be fair, and I don't think Zaha looked that fit, to be honest. He wasn't like that sharp Zaha, but like he made a difference. But I thought if today Edward started in the middle and like Zaha for whatever reason started at the beginning, I thought that would have been a game for Crystal Palace. But not taking any credit away from Newcastle. They've been a bit decent. They were not that good, but like a game that they like at least deserved a point. And like you can't say Crystal Palace deserved 3 points when they lost a couple of sitters in front of goal. Like come on, man. Like you cannot blame yourself. You only can blame yourself because you miss sitters. So like no excuse.
We can blame the referee as well, to be fair. But
see
yeah,
their goal came off a foul from one of our players, which VAR didn't pick up. So you understand? No, I'm not excusing that we did miss sitters, Hamza. You're dead right. We did. No one's trying to dismiss that. That is blatantly obvious.
Yeah, I read about
The issue
that.
we have is that with VAR, they correctly chalked off Benteke's second. No problem with that. It was a foul, no issue. But with VAR trying to say, oh, we're trying to clear and obvious errors. Ward was fouled in the build-up to their goal. Nothing doing. So we can be a little bit pissed at VAR.
On that note as well, has anybody seen that first goal from Man City? I thought it was a foul as well.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll definitely come back to you on that tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you on that tomorrow night. Listen, Hamza, we need to rant proper. I'm trying to be very calm at the minute, but I'm so pissed off.
I can feel the anger coming from him. It's
You were at the game?
No, I had my own match, and I'm pissed off about that. We lost that match as well. So, yeah, it's not been a good day, to be fair. Shout out your channel.
I just don't want. I don't want to go to tomorrow and wait for us to get absolutely smashed.
Like
I
said,
just don't want to watch it tomorrow.
9 p.m. tomorrow might be my therapy. I might get a few laughs from that.
I just can't. I just want to see like. I don't want to watch it, honestly. I'm gonna see McFred, I'm gonna see Mangalov, and I'm gonna see Salah running down the wing and cutting our net from the goals that he's gonna score. Like, I'm not ready for this.
I'm gonna let you go, bro. Listen, all the
All
best for
right.
your exams, though.
Yeah, man. Big up for coming on, Hamza. Thank you.
Big up, man.
No, that's
Uh, hopefully, I'll finish soon because I really want to do the stream. I really miss doing those, but like,
And Jordan's
it's
waiting for you to rant about him. He said he wants to be top of the list as well.
bro. Last week, if I did a show, I absolutely went on like every single one on Manchester United from top to bottom. Honestly, they were absolutely shit. Like you saw those
Hamza. If you start now, you're gonna lose your focus on your revision. Don't start now. Save that for tomorrow.
It's on their writing, Mister Rich. Calm down.
I'm calm.
Misty, man.
Yeah, clearly you're calm. You're boiling from inside.
Pissed.
So let me hit the comment section. I can't wait. I hope he gets fresh 4-0. And then come onto the stream tomorrow and see how I don't cook you. We are going to talk about them. I think the discussion needs to be had.
Yep.
Big up Lucas Life, Arsenal fan, who's definitely Arteta out. I hope you're feeling a bit better after yesterday, though. That was a decent performance from you lot. And you got some great meal during the Callins too. Shout out, Baz.
Callins, yeah.
Oh, the Callins. Sorry, bad. Oh yeah, put a space between your words, bro. Ollie out. Big respect there. Wow. See, the United fans have turned up, innit? Hamza loves Crocs.
Mad.
Hamza didn't watch that game. Wise up. Whoops hasn't been changing this season apart from
Even in the Spurs game, he was quite quiet, to be fair. I don't really think he was that great against Spurs either. Only because Tanganga lost his head. That's kind of what changed that game. But
yeah,
Tanganga losing his head was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He did give Emerson Royal problems.
He wanted a hug.
Hamza, what are you gonna do when Vieira slaps Ollie? Boy, I can't wait. December 5th, right?
I thought he was gonna slap the referee when he marched over to them after the game. He was vexed.
Brandy, I hate you.
Oh my god, the Sherman club suit was turned into a hoodie, fam. That's mad.
I'm proper mad, innit? Get the hood up.
Oh my god, I needed this. But let's get real for a second.
The headphones are huge.
The centre backs, I think we should drop the pair of them for one game just to get them to fix up. If you ask me, it's not just their fault because Ward, in my opinion, had a bit of a shocker today. What do you think? What do you boys think?
I wouldn't say.
Oh, go on.
I wouldn't say that we should drop them fully, because if you do that, then it's Tompkins who comes in, who, bear in mind, he hasn't played a competitive match of football for a while. And who would our other centre back be? Martin Kelly?
Kelly or Gyro?
Yeah, Gyro ain't playing centre back. We ain't playing Gyro at centre back. I think.
Well, unless you want to put Yaroslav Yak there, Jordan, we're not blessed with options there.
You know, that's my guy. So
big man, if he's playing centre back, we're in problems, and you know that for a fact.
Oh, I would say I think we should drop Mark. I think that's what we should do.
And then bring in who? Kells or Tonks?
Tonks. And then keep Anderson.
It's getting to the stage where we need a bit of experience back then, though.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, it is Gay's first Premier League season, and he's played every minute of every game so far. Oh man.
Vibes, man.
I think United need to do that with half of their team anyway, fam. Because their man have gone missing half the season, bro.
Who taught you about a shank?
The disrespect is mad.
Oh man, it is what it is. So go on, Jordan.
Yeah, I would say Tompkins and Anderson, because I know Mark's young and he's got a good amount of potential going through, but he's made a couple of mistakes now. Like, for example, ducking that Brighton goal today. Like, centre backs, they need to be our most reliable players, because most of the time, if they make one mess up, it's a goal.
Look at Leicester. Wasn't it one sloppy pass between the pair of them?
Yep, and we scored from it. Same thing with Arsenal. They passed it to Partey when Gallagher was already right behind him. That led to a goal. So
What, Lacazette's equaliser, was it?
I swear, didn't our centre backs take each other out when they were trying to clear the ball?
It was Coyote and
Cheku, yeah.
Yeah, or some people took each other out when they were trying to
I
clear
think
it.
it might have been Gay because Anderson bombed out of the box. I think Anderson should have just stayed, to be honest. But he tried to chase the ball down.
I seen that comment from Jay saying that we bought them to play the way we're playing. But the thing is, as much as you could argue that's how we want to play, our lack of defending from not just initial corners, but the after phase 1 and phase 2 and phase 3, it's a problem. And it's something that we should have addressed, because Liverpool taught us a lesson. That was an arse spanking in terms of you don't clear your set pieces or you don't manage your set pieces properly, you get spun. Brighton, what did we do? Set pieces, they couldn't get near our goal. One mess up at the back, Mopé scores the greatest goal the Brighton fans have ever seen. You swear they won the league. Like, drawing to us away from home means that much?
Yeah, this is it.
All right. You can have your little trophy and your little parade. That's cool. Leicester, again, sloppy pass at the back. You're like, lads, did we not learn? Like, do what Damien Delaney would have done and just pump it straight to the homestyle. I don't care if we go long ball defensively. I could care less. If we play out the back on the deck, Vardy and Iheanacho have a field day. But as a team, we're not defending set pieces properly, because the midfield need to be looked at as well. Luca, passenger today. He'd have been better served jumping on the 75 bus.
I noticed him more when he went in for that 50-50 and went down for like 5 minutes.
And got
that
crunched.
Was most impact in the game.
And fair play to Jeff, because he came on and we look better without Milo.
Yeah, because Jeff's a leader. Jeff will not tolerate us getting sloppy. Luca's too much of a passenger, because Luca had Kabay protecting him when he first came. And since Kabay's left, we haven't replaced Kabay. We thought we did when we brought in Max Meyer, and that didn't quite go to plan. But what I'm saying is that we've never had a Kabay type figure who's not afraid to do them Jack Russell type tackles.
Yeah.
Kabay was a horrible bastard when it came to tackles. You're like, how he's got away with that because he's Johan Kabay? But if it was John Joe Shelby, red card.
I just got to say about these set pieces, it's infuriating, man. It's so annoying.
It's the pushing out.
We need to fix up. We've got to sort it out, because I think we're only 5 points above the relegation zone, which sounds mad considering the football we play. But this is the Premier League, and either way, it's shocking.
Watford are above us, to add insult to injury.
That as well, and Villa, who had
Villa I can understand, because Villa have, to be fair to Villa, like they are a good side. It's just Watford. Everton literally shat the bed. It's like,
oh my gosh, Everton got pumped.
And what makes it worse is like, this makes Watford look fucking world class. I mean, forget about Norwich, because they got piped like Page. So I'm not even worried about Norwich anymore.
Norwich are going to give Derby a run for their money.
No, they'll take the record off Derby and give Derby their respect back.
Yeah.
Imagine Derby holding on to that record for over 10 years now, or close to 10 years now. Yeah, over 10 years. Jesus Christ, bro. Like 7-0. I know it's Chelsea, but 7.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible.
Every time when I heard the word 7, I was like, that was like Monica in Friends. 7, 7, 7.
Oh man. So Palace Twitter. I've seen a lot of ranting and a lot of stick sent Vieira's way. If you want to go back to Roy Hodgson football, that is up to you. Now, I guess we have to be a bit more street savvy. We really do. But where we are now compared to where we were before, we are so much better.
Okay, let's look at Palace 6 months ago. We lose this game today. We're pissed. I mean, we're pissed now, but we're pissed for the right reasons rather than the wrong reasons. The only thing, obviously, that's a negative is our set pieces. But look, Palace Twitter will never be happy unless Vieira wins us every bloody trophy in sight, and that's not happening unless we get bought out by a oil club or something like or an oil baron or whatever. If that happens, then everybody's in a bit of an issue because it's like, now you've got what you want, but is this what you want, right? What is it?
The Eagle Eye community are taking liberties. Right. So Nippon's joined. Big up Nippon, yeah. He says big up everyone. Genuine question. Do you ever see Paddy taking France job, which we'll come into?
Who, Paddy McCarthy? Possibly.
But check what Michael says.
We're not going there again, for God's sake. One episode of this was ruined because of that. As funny as it was, it nearly killed me. But big up Michael for the comment. That's an A-grade comment, bruv.
That might be comment of the night. Oh my. Oh man. But you know what, Nippon? 9 p.m. Come talk about the game against Norwich. 9 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure you call in.
Don't use TFL Wi-Fi.
Yeah, make sure you're at home. Please.
Lenny Henry settings, you know.
And if I make sure you subscribe. How much fault does Vieira take for today, though, regarding substitutions? Because I was annoyed that Elise came off.
As I said earlier, Elise shouldn't have come off. It should have been Edouard. Or, if you wanted to make that smart attacking, put the fear of God in Newcastle's backline substitution, you take off Benteke, put Zaha out wide, and bring on Elise. Not bring on, but you don't bring off Elise. Sorry.
That's what I thought was going to happen. Move Edouard central, take off Benteke, put Zaha on the left.
Well, can I just say, when I saw Jordan Ayew was not in the starting 11, I was kissing my lucky stars. I was so happy because now the Ayew agendas who are out there to say Ayew's our worst player ever, big man. No. Adi Akinbaye. If Ayew's nowhere near as bad as him, so before anybody starts attacking Ayew about he's our worst ever player, trust me, Adi Panic Bayi, believe me, he takes the crown. But the substitutions are an issue that we need to give Vieira a bit of stick on, because if you can't criticize your manager for when he gets it wrong, you're living in fairyland.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be real about it. If he gets it wrong, call him out on getting it wrong. Today, the substitutions weren't horrible, but some of them were questionable.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it definitely makes sense. Even the aspect of playing Zaha on the right, it was just like, it's weird.
But we don't really have any left footers at the club anymore, apart from Schlupp, do we? And Elise. So you could have swapped Elise left and Schlupp and Wilf right, and just put Schlupp in midfield to do what Luca can't do, which is lead the midfield.
He did more there.
Because, I'm sorry, Luca is not... Why is Luca still club captain out here? Can somebody answer me that? MacArthur or Zaha should have the armband. Yeah. Luca's never been a leader. Man's been a penalty merchant since he's been at the club. And people are like, oh, but he's, Scotty Stacks from the Manor filleted Luca on his Twitter today. I nearly broke out laughing. I nearly spat my tea out here in my room. Do you know what he said? He's a wet Serbian. He couldn't murder his dinner. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's a fairly accurate statement. I love Luca. Do you know what I mean? But it's true that as much as people love to praise Luca, he's a warrior. No, he's not. He's a passenger. He'd be better suited getting the 468 bus.
Yeah, I think it's about time we see Will Hughes. Or when Eze gets back, I think Maka could do a decent job in that 6th position. Because he'll get himself
I think
about.
next match, even though his passing shit, I'd rather Kiyate go in there because that man will break up play and he'll do the DM's job.
Yeah, Clear's parting is hella suspect.
Yeah.
But he'll do a job. That's the thing.
How do we approach the City game? I mean,
No fear, sod it. There's no point in trying to go back to Roy Hodgson negative football, defend a 2-0 defeat. Listen, we are probably going to get slapped at City. We know this. But the thing that City don't like... No, but Jordan, you know what I'm saying. If you're going, you're going live. So, but the thing is, if we go there and try and play our football, they'll respect us more for trying to play them rather than just, oh, don't hurt us too bad, please, don't hurt us too bad. Like, bear in mind, them fuckers today lost 4-1, but they still tried to play their way they always play. Just City and Brighton can't compete with each other because City are on another planet. Brighton are, unfortunately for us, a few more yards down the road than us in terms of playing this new expansive, sexy football. But we have to go up against City and say, right, okay, because they've got players that we want to see our players try and emulate. I'm not saying that we've got the same level of player, not in a million years. No. But I want to see Conor Gallagher turn into a makeshift Kevin De Bruyne because we know Gallagher's got an eye for a pass. I've got no issue in seeing James McArthur absolutely twat someone in the middle of the midfield because he's already twatted Vardy and given Bukayo Saka a hospital pass. Although somehow my man came back to life like soul to soul. So let's get that in there. No, because trust me, Arsenal Twitter was a madness over the week.
In a splish.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
It was embarrassing. It was like every day.
James McArthur should never play football again. Crystal Palace should be done for life crimes.
Do you see them people that tried to make a petition to get him red carded even after the game?
Yeah.
Arsenal fans for you, Jordan. Bear in mind, Lacazette's handball at Selhurst, there was no crying about that.
No.
Guendouzi rugby tackles Zaha. No crying about that.
This is it.
Yeah. Aubameyang trying to snap Max Meyer's legs.
Nothing said about that.
No.
Brad saying that your headphones are useless. We spelled your name wrong because they're not even on your ears.
Mate, these
your English might need a bit of work there, Brad. Might go on about the school there, mate. And there's a teacher just there to my left.
Ooh.
Don't worry, Brad. I got you. Man like Nippon and the Mike's come and said, Vibes, you must have just been past White Hart Lane, only just noticing Nippon. Had to dip to check something. Big up Edna. How you feeling about tomorrow, Edna? Big game. Big game. Woodbury says Keira Knightley from Bend It Like Beckham should be fine. Arsenal have as much sense as Lacazette. Would you start Zaha, Edouard, Elise? Yeah.
Yeah.
A fully fit Zaha, yes.
Yeah. This will be the front three. And the change in midfield.
The midfield is a talking point, though.
It is.
Oh.
Because did you watch that that little five-a-side thing that they put on
Hughes?
With Hughes. What did you think of him in that video?
If he's fully fit, give him in ahead of Luca.
Listen, his range of passing and playing through the lines, even in the five-a-side pitch, mad.
Disgusting.
But isn't he more of a MacArthur type of player where he's more trying to go forwards with the ball instead of defending?
More box to box, I think. He played box to box for Watford.
Okay, but then wouldn't it be hard to play? I guess 3 box to boxes in one team.
I think Maka could do a disciplined job though.
Maka would be good at anchoring the midfield though, because Hughes and Gallagher would be the legs. Yeah, Gallagher's got the speed.
Yeah, but I really like Maka pushing forward with the ball as well, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I hear that, but like if I see Luca in our midfield, Jordan, and you're going to the game, bear in mind, it's not even a case of getting spanked, we're getting confiscated. Our club badge, our club emblem, everything's getting taken off us if he's in our midfield.
We'll have to go back to the old badge.
We'll go back to 1861. Back to the future with the DeLorean.
I'll meet you there.
Oh man. Let's just hope Luca's not starting. Because it's tough. It's a tough enough game as it is. And
Well, I would just hope that it's just a straight swap, Kiyate, and I'll be happy with that.
yeah.
ABL, anybody but Luca. Nan Pam, Pete the Eagle, Steve Parrish, Mark Bright, Clinton Morrison, anybody but Luca. Yeah, Nippon.
Mate, he'll get to the game 10 minutes after it's finished, mate.
That's what you get for travelling up with London Northwestern. Shocking.
Mm.
Big up Munzie Talks. I'm going to be actually on his show Monday night, I believe it is. So yeah, big up to you for jumping in. When are you getting rid of Benteke?
He played well today.
He
to be
did.
fair,
It's just annoying that he didn't take his chances. It's just frustration. But he did play
he
well.
played well, but his execution of chances is poor.
We saw glimpses of the Benteke we bought for a club record fee. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Not the club record signing, but glimpses of that club record signing.
Edna doesn't want to talk about the United Liverpool game, and nor does Realist.
To be fair, I wouldn't either, because if this was us playing Brighton tomorrow, I wouldn't be wanting to chat no gas about the game.
Yeah, this is
because you just know you're going to get your next hump for. So,
what do you think of Edward out wide? I definitely prefer him in central. Who would you start, Edward or Benteke? Benteke did well to score, but missed a lot of chances. You know what?
I think he's dangerous out wide, to be fair.
He's played well.
When he played there at Celtic, he was, I mean, I know people say, oh, Scottish football's dead. No. At Celtic, he was a menace. So if he can play there, give it a try. Because if Zaha's not fully fit, we got to put someone else on the left but Ayew. Because that would just give me endless nightmares. But ideally, I prefer to see Edouard start, Zaha left, Elise right, Benteke on the bench.
Yeah.
And when he's back fit, Eze. When Ebbs comes back, defences that park 500 buses in front of us, he's unlocking each and every one of them.
Absolutely.
Give me the key, unlock the door. Give me the key, unlock the door.
And
I can't wait for him to come back.
And this is going into Edna's comment here. If we can get a real certified DM and then have Gallagher and Elise play in front, that would be mad.
Just get Texter to drop Chelsea 40 million. There's your 40 million. Give us Gallagher, job done. Yeah. Because Texter, I seen John Texter's tweet today. I was so happy to see that because it's like, this is why I'm glad we've got an investor like him. He gets what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because you know, some owners, you'll see them tweet some stupidness like Vincent Tan's son tweeted some madness about Cardiff a few years ago. Like, I'm glad we don't have Vincent Tan at our club because, boy. But to answer Edna's question, what DM do you buy though? Because there aren't many DMs in England that you could look at and go, Jesus, he'd be great for us. Unless we're looking at a player in the championship that everybody's sleeping on.
Yeah.
Or you're going abroad, and that's a tax as well because of Brexit.
I wonder if what's his name from Fulham? Is
Siri.
it Anguissa?
Anguissa. I think he's on loan at Napoli. I think it is.
All right. He's a tiny player, to be fair. Elise running at Cancelo. See, you know what? That's interesting because Cancelo will get forward. So is there space in behind to exploit?
With the way City play, yes.
There's
but we need
space.
to hope to God we get the ball to our wide players.
Was it just me who didn't mind Mateta today?
Who?
He did nothing today, bro. He came on, ran around a bit, knocked someone over, and that's it. Game finished.
Hold on, this is important though. How many more games has he got before we have to sign him permanently? Because we need to be watching that.
Oh, we've got loads of games. It's
big
games, but I think he's only featured like 7 times.
That's still almost past the halfway mark. Like we need to keep an eye on that. We just need to send him back. Virginie Pay, hello. Hello, thanks for jumping in. DM said I hear McTonai's cab is already paid for.
No. You're all right on that one.
No, but we're good.
You're okay.
We're good. Santiago, the club, the cab driver will end up taking him home.
Steady on their vibes. Bloody hell.
Oh man. We've covered the centre backs, we've covered the missed chances, we've covered Vieira's subs, we've covered Luca.
Referee. He's not the reason we didn't win today. I'm not trying to make it out like it's the ref's fault, but we need to talk about Mr. Certain Darren England, is it, or Darren English, or whatever the hell his name was?
Yeah, something like that. See, Zakaria is good, but he's very injury prone.
John Swift from Reading is actually out of contract. We're looking at him as far as I've seen. So if we swipe another of Reading's best players, that'd be a madness. We've gone from signing Mariappa from these men to signing Elise and possibly Swift. Like, raw. So we have to put up with Mariappa for 3 injury-prone years to take this guy. I'm okay with that.
This was definitely trending, by the way.
I wouldn't go that far. He had a terrible game, but I don't think I'd go that far.
I think every decision, or almost every decision, if it could favour Newcastle, it favoured Newcastle.
Basically, my man is Mark Clattenburg 2.0.
Yeah.
We found another one that hates us.
We've not actually had the rub of the green with referee decisions this season either. Again, was it Liverpool? Who was it? Moss. He just refused.
Moss was Chelsea and Liverpool.
Yeah, so he refused to send Milner off and stuff. It was just like we ain't had the best of luck with referees.
I mean, granted, Tottenham, but that was kind of a given.
I put in my list that right at the end of it, and it just says luck needs to start going our way sometime because we.
Although you could argue, Arsenal, we did get a bit lucky with MacArthur, so it's not, we haven't had it all go against us, but the majority of it has gone against us.
Yeah,
because how MacArthur was not sent off is a mystery.
Premier League have the worst refs, and I agree. I'd rather see Robbie from FTV do his WD-40 shuffle on the pitch. Oh my god!
Boss, man.
You know what's mad? Thomas Partey's joined the club, and he's never gonna live that down now because the track is so synonymous with Robbie Shuffle, which took about a year.
I mean, it's bad enough Expressions slaughtered him over it. Expressions killed him on that as well. It's like, Expressions, you're too much, man.
He's too funny, though.
He's jokes.
Funny. Jordan, is there anything else on your list that we haven't covered? Because I think we've done the majority.
I was gonna say that I thought I know we were talking about the centre backs, but I did have on my list that we nullified St. Maximin.
We did
all game,
and
I thought that was a very big achievement because a couple of times we wriggled free. Fuck me, I was nervous.
Yeah, but you're always nervous when St. Maximin gets loose.
James Garner. That's a shock because I don't see him getting back into. I mean, I know he's a United Academy player, but the way that United are going on with their midfield, it's definitely McTominay and Fred. So that's a shout.
The worst band name ever, McFred, a McFly tribute band.
Just on this one, big up Ferbs. Now, I should actually ask if he minds. I mean, he did say he did allow me to tweet it. Basically, his mum needs an operation for ovarian and lung cancer, I believe it is. Oh, apologies if I got that wrong, Ferbs. So I did tweet a GoFundMe page on Twitter. So if you can donate, it'll be amazing. Obviously, it's not by force, you know what I mean. But yeah, just trying to hit the target for Ferb's mum. hopefully, that the money can be raised and she can have a speedy recovery in the near future. And Nate, you had something that you had up for your birthday as well. Is that still ongoing?
Yeah, that's still upgoing. Yeah,
Go on.
Yeah.
Shout it out now, then, actually.
Just the mental health awareness. Just obviously, in times of lockdown, everybody's mental health's taking a battering. So, as much as I don't like doing these fundraisers because I think some people do it for a vanity project, I pick mental health because my mental health's taking a battering. But this has helped me get through it because there's been a lot of times where you need people to talk about mad shit that obviously normally we wouldn't pay attention to. But any donations, if you don't follow me on Facebook or anything like that, I'll have Rich put a link in and you can follow it from there.
I'll send a link to that, actually.
No, bless her. So any donations are appreciated, but they're not expected. So it's totally up to yourselves. But listen, just help me raise mental health awareness, and you'll be my bestest friend forever until we play your team, and then you suck. Only for 90 minutes, though. Everybody's my people, but for 90 minutes, we're not friends.
We're not friends for 90 minutes, 100%.
And if you're a Brighton fan, we're never friends.
Definitely, we laugh and joke about it afterwards.
No, but listen, big up to blessings to Ferbs as well, because obviously that's hard to hear. But listen, we hope everything goes well over here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Garner's a good shout. The Coopermans would have been a good sign. Oh, Cooperman, he played well. He played well against you lot. But obviously, Atalanta's recruitment is pretty decent, and they always go for like young players. And big respect for that, Nate.
I was thinking more Ibrahim Sangare from PSV would be a good shout as well.
Yeah, there's definitely talent out there. There is. And the way that we're playing football now, and the fact that it's Patrick Vieira, we're going to have better chances in securing talent, So, is that everything? I think that's everything. I hope it's everything. I'm still annoyed.
Let me check.
Did you cover everything from your list, Nate?
That's one. I said that.
Sorry, somebody tried to call me there for a second. Sorry.
They play more open. So you know how other teams have been playing, they're a bit higher up the table, so they play a bit more open. This is the first proper lower down team that we've played, so they play a bit more compact, so it's harder for us and our playing style. So I just said it looked like it was a struggle to break down that 5-back.
It's a nice problem to have. It was just frustrating.
To break it down.
Had it not, I get that.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a nice problem
and
to
I
have.
think that at some points, I think we missed Will as well.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, without Eze and Wilf, unlocking the 5 at the back is going to be a nightmare because, let's be honest, we know what they came to do because we've been that team. We've set up defensively so many times in the past. Yeah. We were literally like, look, we can't match Burnley. We can't match Southampton. We can't match Huddersfield. What do? Sit deep, sit on our own 18-yard line and just ping shots away. And occasionally, when Andros Townsend and Wilfred Zaha have acres of space ahead of them, lob the ball to them and shout it straight down. But obviously, look, when we don't have our key creative players on the pitch, it does have an impact on our play, as Baz called out, because let's be fair, they were so deeply camped in their own half, you're thinking, we've got so much space. What were we doing? Yeah. Sideways, back and forth. It was like watching Aliyah. It's like, what is going on here? If we can't play the ball forward, we ain't scoring for love or money. So, look, this is a work in progress, but unfortunately, time is very short in the Premier League. If you're not getting results as quickly as possible, fans can only go off, we're playing well for so long. And today was the first test of, right, do the fan base go into full-blown meltdown of, sack Vieira, get Roy Hodgson back, this and that? Or do you say, as disappointing as that was, the progress is there, but we need the points to back up the progress. Progress is great, but without the points to marry it, not everybody's going to be as on board as we'd like them to be. And look, things take time. It wasn't going to come straight away. But if I saw we've got 9 points from 9 games. Realistically, if you'd said to me, lose to Chelsea, beat Brentford, lose to West Ham, lose to Liverpool, lose to Tottenham, let's see, probably beat Brighton and beat Newcastle, but lose to Arsenal and Leicester, that's 9 points as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So as much as 1 win and 6 draws is not great, the draw specialists last season are halfway up in the top 6 now. Brighton,
Yeah.
they drew half their games last season, and people were saying, "Oh, but they're still going to get relegated." No, when it clicks, they're going to get wins.
Yeah.
We haven't clicked yet, and bear in mind, with no Eze in the team, you can see that one creative spark who can torment defenders.
Backline, yeah.
He's not there. Bear in mind, he owns Sheffield United Football Club, not this Jordanian prince or whatever the hell the guy is. Eberechi Eze took ownership of Sheffield United in both games against them last season. When he eventually does come back and he's fully raring to go, oh my Christ, we're going to give a lot of teams an unhealthy amount of problems.
100%. All right, let me just get back to a few of the comments, and I think we'll wrap it up, boy. So yeah, not a problem, man. We'll continue to share it, you know. But most importantly, it's all about Mumsy. Hope that she's well, man.
No, 100%.
And get down for speedy recovery, and obviously say with Nate and the mental health push. Mental health is a massive deal, man. And this is why it's just good to talk football or find something that you like to do. You know, mental health definitely needs to be taken serious. It is taken serious, but we should let's not let the momentum drop on that.
It's not talked about enough.
It isn't. It's I guess in football maybe, but not in general. You know, it's definitely not pushed out enough, unfortunately. Where were we at? But take a shooting like of it set to be fam. It's all blanks. So yeah, just confirming it's ovarian and lung cancer.
Christ, horrible.
Mikey, all right. Back to the football though. Do we actually need a CDM or should we move for a cam?
No, CDM, because Luca's got to go. Luca's got to go. It's time to go, as a great man once said.
A great man indeed. Not related to Palace, but knowledge. Norwich pissed me off. Promotion and vibes is all they care about. They're a terrible side, aren't they? And
But they took a pipe in like Page, so don't worry about Norwich.
It's weird because obviously Daniel Farker, he actually tries to play decent football. It's just they're a terrible side. Just a terrible side.
They're a top 6 side in the Championship, but they're not anywhere near a Premier League side.
Yeah.
The problem they have is that if they finish 3rd in the Championship every year and lose in the playoff semi-final or the playoff final, cool, that's fine, because the Championship is their level. Their owners and Delia Smith, where are you? They don't prepare for Premier League football properly. The thing is, you could like Todd Cantwell, one of their best players, is playing with the 23s. Big man. When you need a player to step up for you, that's crazy. But I was saying to myself recently, do you know what? If we can't learn how to defend set pieces, put the 23s in, because they can defend set pieces. Bring in the 18s. Bring in the Palace women's team. Let's teach our first team how to do it, because with Norwich, they're in problems. But it's self-inflicted problems because they're nowhere near ready for Premier League football. And I feel for their fans, because come on, we know how it feels to concede 7, but we built to become in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas with Norwich, they were in the league before us, got relegated the season we got in the league, and since then they've come up and straight back down. That's not healthy.
It really isn't.
I mean, Alex Tete was still playing for them until somewhere like the end of last season.
Yeah.
That's like us holding on to Aaron Wilbraham until the end of last season. Do you realise how unhealthy that is? There's a time for everything to go.
What he even played for us.
No, but big up Wilbraham, man. That's a promotion hero. But you know what I'm saying? He's been there that long. It's like, big man, you're not just a part of the furniture. You are the furniture. You're the couch. You're the chair that grandma and granddad sit in.
This is it. Right, guys, let's wrap this up. I need to eat as well, to be fair. Disappointing result again.
Disappointing, but not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, as you said on what was it? Thursday, charitable.
I told you, charity FC, bruv.
Charity FC. So yeah.
What's that? You haven't won a game yet? Come to Sellers Park. What's that? You haven't won a game yet? Mate, come to Sellers Park. We're Charity FC over here. Luckily, they didn't get a second goal because then I would have been like, you know what? Just change the name to Charity FC and let's be done with it.
No, 100%. 100%. But yeah, guys, as always, we got Nave, we got Jordan. You know, it's always great to have their input. The comment section. You know, we need to win more games because I think we have more fun that way. Like everyone was a bit mellow today. Like I think they saw that we were pissed off.
I think they felt sorry for us because they know normally we're quite upbeat and we're normally bouncing off. Like normally with draws, you're kind of bouncing. You're like, all right, it's a draw. It's not too bad. But today it's like, dude, that's an L.
This is a massive L.
It's an L disguised as a draw because it felt like an L. I'm like, we just taken a massive L, but it don't say that on the scoreline. What's going on?
This is it. But yeah, upcoming streams. So get amped tonight, 9 p.m. Big one, Liverpool United. That's probably going to take the majority of proceedings.
Popcorn at the ready.
Oh, absolutely. Where am I at? Monday. So it'll be midday UK time. Be speaking to an Australian Palace fan because it'll be 10 p.m. their time. So obviously if you're at work and that, we may not have many people watching live, but it's going to be there for you to look back at. Tuesday night, we're going to do the Squid Game episode. So Jordan, if you can make that, Nate. And I don't know if you remember No Context Steve, No Context Humor. You might have seen
Oh, yeah. Brighton
He's
preview. Yeah.
He's coming on Tuesday as well and stuff. So expect to hear a lot of Brighton and Leeds slander. What else is happening next week?
Especially Brighton slander, because boy, Steve's got it in for them.
He really does. And then next Thursday, the Manchester City preview should have Yannicka from Sarcasm City coming on. I did a season preview with her, Man City fan, at the beginning of the season anyway. So she's happy to come back on to talk City. And then we go again. So yeah, guys, like, share, subscribe. And you know what? Ask some questions in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to engage with you in the comment sections as well. Share the channel and get your popcorn ready for tomorrow night because it's gonna be a real one. It's gonna be a real one. Nate, Jordan, big up to you.
Rich, thank you very much. Jordan, thank you very much.
Cool.
We out.
Yeah, you too, man. You too.
Bless up.
Peace.
Bless.